Hi, Gary here. Now, I was watching CBS Sunday Morning this past week, and they had Grandma Moses' little section on. Now, she was born in 1860, and she didn't start painting American folk art until she was 72 years old. And then she painted 1,600 of these pictures. It's just amazing what she could do at that age, up to age 101 when she died. Now, this post is about AMP, something I borrowed from Peter Diamandis from his book Bold. It was written about a year ago. Autonomy, mastery, and purpose. Now, before you turn off this video, listen to it. This really covers all age groups, and it's about what you do with the money you have out there. So first, let's walk through this. What's this all about? Well, there's a Nobel laureate, Daniel Kahneman, who basically did a study recently that said, up to about $70,000 of earned income, happiness and life satisfaction kind of go hand in hand. And then about right after that, they start to diverge. Why? Because that extrinsic value of money loses interest to a degree, and the intrinsic, purpose in life becomes more important to people. And that's important to understand. And also, Daniel Pink in his book Drive, written years ago, talks about 3 drives we have. First one's biological. Hey, we got to take care of ourselves, our own person. And that's very important. The second one is really about reward and punishment. Now, for those of you working in corporate America, you understand this one really well because they throw out, carrot on the stick, all these wonderful benefits if you do this and that and the other thing to make more and more money. Again, that becomes less and less of an incentive to work hard, as we know. But the third drive is really just our desire to direct our own lives. And that's what we're talking about here. So how does this work? Well, the way it works is this way. So autonomy is about really your desire to steer your own ship. And then mastery is about steering it well. And then our purpose is that it just means something to you in the direction you're going in. And so if you take those 3 things, how do they apply to the real world? Once in a while I watch this show, I forget which channel it's on, it's called Gold Rush, and there's this young man, his name is, I forget his first name, but Schnabel, I think his last name. But anyway, he's up in the Klondike, and starting at 15 years old, he was driving these trucks and bulldozers, and they're gold mining and everything else. And by the age of 20, he's running his own claim and running his own men that are 2-3 times his age. And it's just amazing. This young man is super driven and knows exactly what he wants. Then I think about, Ray Kroc in his 50s. Gets the idea to start McDonald's. It's like a second career. A lot of you out there, you're getting bounced out of jobs because they're analog jobs and the digital world's taking over and you're wondering what you do next. Somebody like Ray take off and start a whole new franchise called McDonald's. And finally, we look at Grandma Moses. Here she is in her 70s. And all of a sudden she finally goes and finds the thing that she really loves doing and is able to really pursue that. This whole thing about AMP, having the autonomy yourself to do what you want, and you can't just be doing anything. You got to have a mastery at it. So all these self-help, motivational seminars and books you read and so forth, if you do that kind of thing, don't mean anything unless you can master it. And finally, and the most important, is that purpose for you, whatever it is that you're doing. And once you get over that 70,000, and if you pile up a bunch of money, you know what? You can do what you want to do. And as Tony Hsieh, who's the famous CEO of Zappos, would say, because everybody's afraid of failure, he would say failure isn't a badge of shame, it's a rite of passage. So get by that one already and get on with what you really want to do in life, and that's really the message today. So until next time, enjoy.